after falling ill, I came to a profound realization: living a long and healthy life, especially after the age of 65, is not solely about exercising more or drinking plenty of water. It's about incorporating 5 key habits into your daily routine that focus on long-term well-being, rather than just quick fixes. This realization made me wonder, how can middle-aged individuals take steps now to avoid the diseases and challenges that typically come with aging? Some might suggest that drinking more water is the solution, while others emphasize the importance of regular exercise. But the truth is, the answer lies in more than just these 2 factors. Before we dive deeper into the subject, I kindly ask that you like this video. Your support can help me continue sharing valuable insights on how to age gracefully and maintain health throughout our later years. And if you haven't already subscribed, I encourage you to do so and turn on the bell notifications so you never miss an important update on how to live a healthier life in your later years. If you find this video helpful, please comment with the number 1. If it doesn't resonate with you, comment 0 to let me know how I can improve the content for you. Now, let's explore the real keys to preventing illness as we age. As we grow older, it becomes undeniable that death is inching closer. But that doesn't mean we can't take active steps to ensure that the years we do have left are healthy and fulfilling. The key is prevention. While some argue that drinking plenty of water is vital to aging well, and others insist that more physical activity is essential, the truth is that neither is enough on its own. Simply exercising and hydrating won't be sufficient to stave off the inevitable decline we often associate with old age. In fact, overdoing either of these practices can have detrimental effects. For example, excessive water intake can actually strain the kidneys and lead to water retention or even electrolyte imbalances, resulting in dangerous conditions like hyponatremia, low sodium levels, or hypokalemia, low potassium levels. Similarly, too much exercise, especially high-impact or strenuous activity, can put undue stress on the joints, muscles, and bones, causing injuries that may be harder to recover from in later years. So, what does it truly mean to maintain good health as we grow older? The answer lies in following these 5 core principles. 1. Prioritize quality sleep. As we age, one of the most important things we can do for our health is to ensure we get restful, high-quality sleep. Sleep is the body's natural way of repairing and restoring itself. And this process becomes even more essential as we grow older. Ideally, aim for about 8 hours of sleep each night, and make sure to maintain a regular sleep schedule. Going to bed and waking up at the same time each day helps regulate your body's internal clock, ensuring you receive the full benefits of restorative sleep. Avoid staying up late, as this can lead to hormonal imbalances and a weakened immune system. Lack of sleep not only affects mental clarity, but also impairs physical health, making it harder to recover from illness. In traditional Chinese medicine, the time between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. is considered the hour of the pig, which marks the period when the body should begin to wind down for the day. It's crucial to stop working and let your body prepare for sleep during this time to enhance both rest and longevity. 2. Cultivate a positive attitude and manage stress. A positive mindset plays a significant role in health, particularly as we age. Over the course of our lives, we all face obstacles, but how we respond to challenges can make all the difference. In old age, it's essential to maintain a calm, optimistic outlook. Constant stress or negativity can exacerbate physical health issues and contribute to mental decline. A cheerful disposition not only boosts your mood, but can also lower stress levels, reduce the risk of chronic diseases, and even improve your immune system. Remember, We all have the same 24 hours in a day. If you face adversity with a positive attitude, you'll find that many challenges are easier to overcome. Maintaining mental resilience by nurturing your emotions can make the difference between simply existing and truly thriving in your later years. 3. Take care of your digestive health. A healthy digestive system is crucial for overall health, especially in older age. Your gut is responsible for absorbing nutrients that support every function in your body, from maintaining energy levels to boosting immunity. As you age, it becomes even more important to pay attention to what you eat. To keep your digestive system functioning properly, try to control portion sizes and avoid fast food, greasy meals, sugary snacks, and heavily processed foods. Eating fresh, balanced meals rich in vegetables, lean proteins such as chicken, fish, and eggs, and whole grains is essential. Also, be mindful of your weight. Maintaining a healthy body weight reduces the strain on your digestive organs. Eating regular, well-balanced meals and stopping when you are 80% full, rather than overeating, can help prevent digestive discomfort. Additionally, avoid overly spicy, cold, or hard-to-digest foods that could irritate your stomach or intestines. 4. Maintain strong bones and joints. As we age, maintaining bone health becomes critical, as osteoporosis and joint problems can significantly affect mobility and quality of life. Many older adults experience bone fractures from minor accidents or even simple movements, such as sneezing. To combat this, it's vital to ensure adequate calcium intake, either through diet or supplements. Foods like dairy products, leafy green vegetables, and fortified foods are good sources of calcium. Vitamin D is equally important, as it helps the body absorb calcium effectively. Sunlight is a natural source of vitamin D, so spending some time outdoors can also contribute to your bone health. Additionally, regular, low-impact exercise like walking, swimming, or yoga can help strengthen bones and improve joint flexibility, reducing the risk of fractures and improving overall mobility. 5. Invest in your health and knowledge. Finally, as you age, it's crucial to take a proactive approach to your health. Stay informed about your health conditions and regularly visit a doctor for checkups. While you don't need to become a medical expert, having a basic understanding of how your body works and knowing the signs of common health issues can make a significant difference. Regular screenings for high-risk diseases such as cancer, heart disease, and diabetes can help detect problems early when they are easier to treat. Don't hesitate to spend money on necessary medical care and preventive measures. Investing in your health today can lead to a longer, healthier life tomorrow. In conclusion, living a long and healthy life after 65 is about more than just drinking water and exercising. It's about making wise choices every day in the areas of sleep, mental well-being, nutrition, bone health, and medical knowledge. By following these 5 key principles, you can improve your chances of staying healthy, active, and independent for many years to come. A woman has chosen a path for a more active and fulfilling retirement, even without living with her children. Her story is one of reflection, change, and independence. After her husband passed away, her children, concerned that she might feel lonely, took turns bringing her into their homes. At first, she felt truly grateful for the opportunity to spend more time with her children and grandchildren, enjoying the warmth of family life. However, as time passed, tensions began to surface. The differences in generational values and lifestyles led to disagreements that slowly started to build up. About a year ago, after a particularly heated argument with her son, she decided to return to her own home. It was at that moment that she had an epiphany. She had been overstepping her boundaries, trying to control aspects of her children's lives that were not her place to manage. Everyone, she realized, had their own way of living, and it wasn't fair to impose her own ideas on them. So, after calming down and reflecting on the situation, she declined her son's offer to return to the city with him, choosing instead to focus on living her own retirement life. At nearly 70 years old, and after navigating the painful loss of her spouse, she decided that it was time to prioritize her own happiness and well-being. This meant taking a step back from her children's affairs and family dynamics. She no longer felt the need to constantly intervene. Recently, she stumbled upon a street interview video where the host posed the question, should parents care more about their children when they get married? A woman, around her age, responded thoughtfully, I still care deeply about my children, but I don't interfere too much. As long as they're doing well, that's enough for me. If a mother-in-law tries to control everything, it wouldn't make me happy either. When children get married, letting go a little is a way to help them become more independent and mature. This resonated deeply with her. Like many parents, she had always seen her children as her children, no matter how old they were. But now, she understands that love and concern should come with clear boundaries. Children, she believes, need space to grow, to learn, and to take responsibility for their own lives. Since choosing to live separately, she has felt a sense of peace she hadn't experienced before. No longer involved in the petty conflicts between her children or stressing over issues that were not her responsibility. She feels more at ease. There are no more arguments with her children, and her emotional state is much more stable. She now enjoys more time for her own hobbies and passions, which have given her a more positive outlook on life. She no longer feels the need to involve herself in educating her grandchildren, a decision that has brought her relief. Recently, a topic circulating on social media caught her attention: the challenges between mothers-in-law and daughters-in-law. One young woman named Tran shared her struggles, describing how her parents-in-law often thought the young couple lacked experience and constantly interfered with their parenting. Tran shared a particular incident when her husband came home late, and she was busy with household chores. She asked her parents-in-law to help entertain the child, but they scolded her for allowing the child to stay up too late, insisting it would affect the child's health. Looking back on her own experiences, she recognized how similar her past actions had been. When she lived with her son, she too had interfered with how her grandchildren were raised. She would spoil them when they wanted something, but when they misbehaved, she wouldn't hesitate to scold them, imposing her own rules that sometimes conflicted with what her son and his wife wanted. Now, after living separately, she acknowledges that this was a mistake. Her role as a grandmother should not have been to impose her authority, but rather to support her son and daughter-in-law's approach. She has come to realize that when family members cannot respect each other's boundaries, maintaining harmony becomes nearly impossible. Now that she no longer interferes with her son's parenting, she feels much more at peace. Her journey towards independence has also led her to make new connections. When she first made the decision to live alone, many of her friends were surprised. Some even expressed concern, saying she would become lonely as she grew older. Yet, she remained resolute in her decision to return to her old home. Living with children and grandchildren might provide a sense of comfort and reduce loneliness, but it can also lead to frustration, especially when there are differences in lifestyle and perspective. After all, constant exposure to these differences can feel stifling rather than supportive. Since living alone, she has actively worked on expanding her social circle. She joined a senior club, where she meets regularly with others who share similar interests. Through these meetings, they exchange life stories, experiences, and advice. These new friendships have added a new layer of fulfillment to her life. Her children, now understanding and respecting her decision, visit her occasionally, but she no longer feels the need to rely on them for companionship. In fact, she now enjoys a life that is full of joy, health, and independence without troubling her children. Many people believe that retirement, especially when lived apart from children and grandchildren, is a recipe for loneliness. However, she disagrees with this belief. What truly matters, she believes, is finding a balance between personal fulfillment and family connections. She has learned that the best way to remain happy and positive is to focus on her own life, rather than constantly comparing herself to others or engaging in gossip. Turning inward and prioritizing her own happiness has allowed her to enjoy a peaceful, healthy retirement, filled with personal growth, meaningful relationships, and most importantly, a sense of autonomy. Along with Mr. Truong, who, at 65, lives with his son but constantly finds himself in conflict with the household. He came to the realization that as he entered his later years, he needed more support to live comfortably. His life, which had seemed idyllic when he first moved in with his son, was proving to be less so than he had imagined. Time passed swiftly, and the challenges he faced deepened. Mr. Truong, who had shared many ups and downs with his spouse over the years, had always looked forward to his old age as a time of peace and contentment. However, just as he was preparing to enjoy his retirement, his beloved wife passed away, leaving him alone. The months that followed her death were filled with sorrow. Every corner of the house reminded him of the life they had shared, and he found himself constantly missing her, feeling lost and disoriented without her presence. Seeing his father in such grief, Mr. Truong's son, moved by concern and empathy, suggested that he move in with him. The suggestion was not made lightly. It was meant to be an act of support. At that moment, Mr. Truong thought that a change of environment might help him overcome his sadness and adjust to life without his wife. He agreed to his son's offer, hoping that the warmth of family might provide some comfort. On the first day of living with his son, he felt an overwhelming sense of warmth as he was welcomed into their home. His daughter-in-law, eager to make him feel at ease, thoughtfully arranged his room, ensuring it was well stocked with all the essentials he needed. His grandchildren greeted him joyfully, and for a while, the atmosphere of happiness and togetherness eased his pain, giving him a brief respite from the sorrow of loss. However, as time went on, Mr. Truong began to notice the growing differences between his lifestyle and the habits of his son's family. These differences, initially small, soon became more pronounced. He was someone who preferred to go to bed early and wake up with the first light of dawn, a habit he had maintained throughout his life. But his children, who were used to staying up late and sleeping in, followed a different rhythm, often disturbing his sense of tranquility. Mr. Truong, who had always valued frugality, noticed that his son's family embraced a more lavish lifestyle, spending on things he considered extravagant. This gap in their values led to frequent misunderstandings and tension. The culmination of these differences came one evening when his daughter-in-law accidentally broke a very expensive vase. Mr. Truong, a man of strong principles, was immediately upset. He scolded her for her carelessness, a reaction that was probably harsh, but came from a place of concern for the value of things. His son, however, brushed off the incident nonchalantly, saying, "Dad, if it's broken, we'll just buy a new one. Don't worry about it." His son's response, dismissive and casual, struck a chord deep within Mr. Truong. He was hurt and angered, feeling as though his children had become disconnected from the values that had shaped his life. They had plenty of money, and to them, the broken vase was just a trivial loss, something easily replaced. But for Mr. Truong, The vase represented a symbol of carefulness and respect for the things that had been hard-earned. His daughter-in-law quietly stepped aside, while his son continued, "Dad, why are you so upset? It's just an ordinary vase. We make money to spend it. Should we hold on to things like you did? Times have changed. You need to learn to adapt." This conversation left Mr. Truong deeply conflicted. He realized that the emotional gap between him and his son's family was much wider than he had initially thought. It wasn't just about material things. It was about how they saw the world and how he saw it. He thought back to the simpler life he had shared with his wife, the life they had built with patience and modesty. Meanwhile, his children seemed to have embraced a modern lifestyle focused on luxury and convenience. It was then that he understood, if he wanted to live his later years with peace and comfort, he would need to adapt to their world without losing his own values. More importantly, he needed to find a way to rely on himself and cultivate his own happiness. From that moment on, Mr. Truong made a conscious effort to change his approach to life. He began to embrace new ideas and technologies, learning to use smartphones and computers to stay updated with information and connect with others. He also joined senior groups in the neighborhood, where he found new friends who shared his interests. These friendships became a source of joy and companionship. And gradually, he realized that his life didn't have to revolve solely around his children and grandchildren. He could enjoy his own space and build a life outside the confines of family obligations. Mr. Truong also worked on improving his communication with his son's family. Instead of being as rigid as he once was, he began to understand that everyone has their own habits and values. To live harmoniously, he had to learn tolerance and flexibility. He started sharing his feelings and thoughts more openly with his son's family, and he made a conscious effort to respect their choices, even if they were different from his own. Over time, these efforts paid off, and their relationship grew stronger. The emotional distance began to shrink, and although there were still occasional disagreements, they were now approached with understanding and mutual respect. As Mr. Truong continued to adapt, he came to terms with the loss of his wife. Understanding that life had to go on, he treasured the beautiful memories of the past, but also embraced the future, knowing that it would be filled with its own challenges and opportunities. He learned that old age doesn't have to be a time of decline. Rather, it could be a time for growth, learning, and embracing new possibilities. Through his experience, Mr. Truong came to understand some profound truths about aging. In old age, it is crucial to rely on oneself, adjust one's mindset, and actively engage with the world around you. We cannot always depend on our children to manage our lives for us, nor should we let them dictate how we live. Instead, we must find the courage to step out of our comfort zones, seek joy in the present, and create meaningful experiences. Only by doing so can we make our later years truly fulfilling and vibrant. This philosophy is beautifully illustrated by Mrs. Dong, a 65-year-old woman who lives happily every day, despite not being wealthy, after the passing of her husband a few years ago. And with her children grown and independent, she has found contentment in her own simple lifestyle. Each morning, Mrs. Dong enjoys tending to her small garden, nurturing her vegetables, and spending peaceful moments in the fresh air. When she's not gardening, she sits by the window, savoring the breeze and chatting with neighbors. Her life is simple, but it is rich in small pleasures. In reality, very few people at 65 can live as contentedly as Mrs. Dong does, especially in the modern world where even retirees often find themselves burdened with the responsibilities of caring for their children, grandchildren, or managing household duties. Mrs. Dong's secret to a relaxed and fulfilling life lies in her minimalist approach. She values a lifestyle of simplicity, where she declutters both her physical space and her mind. She focuses on maintaining a financially manageable life and does not allow material possessions to dictate her happiness. Minimalism, a philosophy that is gaining momentum globally, is centered on the idea that less is more. It's a way of life that encourages people to focus on what truly matters, whether it be relationships, personal growth, or contentment, rather than accumulating things. Mrs. Dong's life is a testament to the power of embracing this philosophy, and it serves as an inspiring example for those seeking balance and happiness in their later years. The core principle of this lifestyle is emphasizing quality over quantity. It's about paring down your possessions to only what is truly necessary and meaningful. Adopting a minimalist lifestyle not only contributes to a tidy home, but also frees up valuable time for you to enjoy more fulfilling activities. Many elderly individuals mistakenly believe that in their later years, they should indulge themselves by purchasing lavish items and treating themselves to extravagant pleasures. However, this often leads to unnecessary clutter and impulsive purchases that are rarely used after a few occasions. These items, which may seem appealing in the moment, end up being stored away and used and taking up space. In contrast, by focusing on simplicity and necessity, one can achieve a clutter-free, stress-free environment. When it comes to food, there's no need to opt for luxurious or extravagant meals. The focus should be on fresh, nutritious, and well-balanced foods that contribute to your overall health. Regardless of age, health should always be a top priority. Many people mistakenly believe that eating expensive delicacies is essential for maintaining good health and longevity. They often dismiss more humble, everyday foods found at local markets, failing to recognize the importance of nutrient-dense ingredients. The truth is, even the most expensive gourmet foods are of no value if they lack essential nutrients. Don't agree with your taste or cause discomfort. Eating healthily means prioritizing nutritional balance, ensuring that your meals are rich in carbohydrates, proteins, healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals. It's also important to stay hydrated. Avoid overly salty foods, limit processed items, and steer clear of harmful substances. These simple habits contribute more to health and longevity than any fleeting indulgence. Just as it's important to manage your physical belongings, it's equally crucial to manage your relationships. Over the years, you accumulate many relationships with family, friends, colleagues, and acquaintances. However, not all relationships are equally meaningful or beneficial. As we age, it's important to be mindful of whom we invest our time and energy in. Some people may only reach out when they need something, while others may use flattery or manipulation to get assistance. It can be difficult to refuse such requests, especially if you're trying to be polite or avoid conflict. But it's important to filter these relationships and focus on those who truly care for you and support you. By doing so, you preserve your emotional energy and foster deeper, more genuine connections. If you don't have any toxic relationships, there's no need to sever ties completely. Instead, simply shift your focus toward the people who matter most. In conclusion, elderly individuals do not need to splurge excessively or indulge in luxurious habits to enjoy their later years. A more sensible approach is saving wisely and making choices that prioritize health and overall well-being. Taking care of your physical and financial health will enable you to enjoy a comfortable, meaningful, and fulfilling life as you grow older. Another key factor in maintaining good health, especially for older adults, is paying attention to bodily functions and changes, particularly when it comes to urination. A healthy person should be able to urinate comfortably without experiencing unusual symptoms or discomfort. If you notice changes in the color or consistency of your urine, such as foamy urine or discomfort while urinating, it could signal underlying issues with the kidneys or prostate. For men, problems like prostatitis or prostate enlargement may be at play. These conditions should not be ignored, as they can negatively affect overall health if left unchecked. Regular medical checkups are essential to ensure that any abnormalities are addressed promptly. Similarly, the way you wake up in the morning can serve as a key indicator of your overall health. A person who wakes up feeling refreshed, energized, and positive is likely in good health. A burst of energy in the morning indicates that the vital organs, such as the liver, kidneys, and lungs, are functioning well. This energy boost comes from adequate rest and quality sleep, which allows your body to renew itself for the day ahead. On the other hand, if you wake up feeling sluggish, tired, or lacking energy despite having a full night's sleep, it may be a sign that something is wrong. Persistently feeling fatigue can lead to both physical and mental health issues. So it's important to address these symptoms and seek professional advice if they continue. The appearance of your face can also offer important clues about your health. A fresh, glowing complexion usually indicates that the body is functioning optimally, while a pale or swollen face may signal problems, particularly with the kidneys. Swelling in the face, legs, or other parts of the body could be linked to kidney dysfunction, which can affect water metabolism and lead to fluid retention. This condition requires immediate attention from a healthcare professional to prevent further complications. Similarly, swelling in the lower limbs may also be a sign of cardiovascular problems, such as heart disease. Therefore, it's essential to monitor any signs of swelling and take action early by consulting a doctor. In the case of Mr. Lee, a 70-year-old man, we see a real-life example of how aging can impact one's health routine. In his 60s, he drank enough water and maintained a regular exercise routine. But as he reached his 70s, his habits changed. He drinks less water now and exercises less frequently, citing discomfort and frequent bathroom trips as obstacles. His knees have also weakened, making walking difficult, and he finds it harder to keep up with physical activities. Despite this, healthcare professionals would advise that, while it's important to maintain good habits, such as staying hydrated and exercising regularly, there's no one-size-fits-all approach. As people age, their physical conditions evolve, and lifestyle adjustments are necessary to accommodate these changes. Mr. Lee's experience shows that while water intake and exercise are important for health, older adults need to adapt to their unique physical needs and limitations. Over 60, it's vital to listen to your body and modify your lifestyle to ensure a long, healthy, and active life. In conclusion, the journey to a healthy and fulfilling life in later years involves more than just physical well-being. It's about balance in every aspect of life, managing your health, simplifying your lifestyle, and maintaining meaningful relationships. By adopting these principles, you can ensure a vibrant and joyful old age. A good night's sleep is essential for everyone, and it becomes even more critical as we age. Older adults should strike a balance between physical activity and rest, tailoring exercise to their physical capabilities while ensuring they get enough rest. Proper sleep, both in quantity and quality, plays a crucial role in maintaining health and well-being, especially after the age of 60. There are 3 key points that individuals in this age group should consider for optimal rest. First, establish a consistent routine by going to bed early and waking up early. Second, maintain a regular schedule. And third, ensure that sleep is not interrupted, allowing for full rest without relying on sleep aids or medications. Is to wake up feeling refreshed, without waking up in the middle of the night or needing to use sleeping pills to achieve restful sleep. For older adults, quality sleep is more than just a luxury. It is an integral part of staying healthy. A good night's sleep supports the immune system, helps regulate hormones, and can contribute to a longer and healthier life. It's important to recognize that sleep is not just about duration. The quality of sleep significantly impacts overall health. For example, a full 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep can be far more beneficial than 8 hours of fragmented or shallow rest. When older adults maintain a healthy sleep cycle, they can experience improvements in their energy levels, mood, and cognitive function. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights helpful, please leave a comment with the number 3 to let me know that you're following along. Your engagement means a lot, and I appreciate the time you're spending on this valuable information. Another important aspect of well-being for individuals over 60 is maintaining a positive and balanced mindset. It's essential to adopt an attitude of acceptance toward aging. Avoid pushing yourself to do activities that are unrealistic for your body, like overexercising despite physical limitations. Many older adults feel compelled to push themselves to stay active, even when their body is not in optimal condition. For instance, seniors with heart conditions may risk exacerbating their condition if they overexert themselves physically. It is vital to recognize that slowing down and pacing yourself is not a sign of decline, but rather a way to preserve health and longevity. A positive attitude allows individuals to embrace their age with grace, which can help reduce stress, ease anxiety, and enhance their quality of life. Excessive worry about health issues or family concerns can also have a detrimental effect on older adults. At this stage of life, it is important to prioritize emotional well-being by letting go of unnecessary stress. The body naturally changes with age, and physical agility often diminishes as one enters their 60s. Slowing down, whether it's waking up slowly, eating at a more deliberate pace, or exercising gently, helps older adults stay in tune with their bodies. This intentional, slower approach to life is not a sign of aging weakness, but a necessary strategy to protect health. Living at a calmer pace ensures that older adults can navigate daily activities with more mindfulness and less risk of injury. In addition to managing physical and mental health, avoiding harmful substances is essential for older adults. If you're over 60, it's best to refrain from smoking and drinking alcohol. These substances can have a negative impact on health at any age, but they become particularly damaging as the body ages. While some may turn to these substances as a way to cope with the challenges of aging, it's important to understand that maintaining good health requires avoiding harmful habits. A healthy lifestyle is one of the greatest assets in later years, as it not only improves overall well-being, but also enhances the quality of life, reducing the burden on family members. A healthy, well-balanced diet is also a cornerstone of maintaining good health in your later years. After 60, eating right is even more critical. Avoid processed, fried, pickled, or overly greasy foods, as they can negatively impact health. Instead, aim for regular, balanced meals with a variety of nutrients. A diet rich in lean proteins, vegetables, and whole grains will support bodily functions and provide essential vitamins and minerals. However, older adults should be cautious about over-relying on dietary supplements, as their benefits are often limited, and they may be a waste of money. Focusing on whole foods is far more effective in sustaining long-term health. When we think of happiness, we often associate it with good health and financial security. By the time most people reach their 60s, they have attained some degree of both. However, many people mistakenly believe that a longer life automatically translates to greater happiness. Interestingly, recent research suggests that happiness tends to peak between the ages of 65 and 70. This finding has led experts to reconsider the relationship between lifespan and happiness. The notion that happiness is linked to longevity is being challenged, and we are learning that there are more important factors at play. Three key reasons explain why happiness doesn't necessarily increase with age. First, retirees are no longer burdened by the daily pressures and stresses of work. They can relax and focus more on mental well-being, finding joy in personal peace and reflection. Second, older adults often possess greater wisdom, which allows them to appreciate the simple pleasures of life that they may have overlooked when they were younger. For instance, a leisurely cup of tea or a quiet walk in nature can become moments of pure happiness. Third, even though their physical vitality may decline, seniors continue to grow emotionally and intellectually, exploring the world with a sense of curiosity and maturity. This shift in focus helps them redefine what it means to be happy. Happiness in old age is not solely about achieving financial stability or maintaining health. It's about how one approaches life and what they find fulfilling. Many older adults are able to find peace and joy in the things that may seem trivial to younger generations, such as spending time with loved ones, reflecting on life's experiences, or enjoying hobbies that bring them happiness. The key to happiness, particularly in later years, lies in balancing health and wealth, but also in fostering a positive outlook on life. Health may indeed be the most valuable asset for those over 60. Without good health, money holds little value. With health, however, everything else falls into place, leading to a richer, more fulfilling life. At this stage in life, people tend to shift their priorities. They no longer place much importance on acquiring luxurious material possessions, but instead invest more time and resources in nurturing their health and spending quality moments with their family. In fact, those in this age group have learned to strike a harmonious balance between their personal lives and professional commitments. Unlike the younger generation, who often rush headfirst into building their careers, older individuals tend to prioritize meaningful experiences that contribute to their well-being and happiness. For them, life is no longer a race, but rather an enriching adventure filled with opportunities for growth and fulfillment. They understand that true happiness lies not in material success, but in the pursuit of health, joy, and personal connections. On this journey, their primary focus is on fostering a sense of contentment and good health. As people reach the age of 60, their accumulated knowledge and life experience become the foundation for a fulfilling existence. By this point, their lives are no longer blank slates, but rich narratives filled with both challenging and joyful chapters. The Vietnamese saying, "The older the ginger, the spicier it becomes," encapsulates this beautifully. It reflects the wisdom that comes with age, as older individuals gain a broader, more nuanced perspective on life. Having weathered many storms and experienced both triumphs and hardships, they develop an invaluable understanding of life's complexities. At this age, they no longer allow trivial matters to distress them. Instead, they approach both small and significant challenges with calmness and tolerance. Life, with all its ups and downs, is viewed as a series of lessons. They recognize that every obstacle presents an opportunity for growth, and their experiences help them tackle problems from various angles. This calm, unhurried attitude toward life is something that younger people often struggle to achieve, as they are still learning to navigate the complexities of existence with the same level of wisdom. Furthermore, older individuals have a deep appreciation for relationships and know the value of separation. As they age, They develop a profound understanding of the importance of maintaining close bonds with family and friends. They cherish the time spent with loved ones, realizing that these relationships are far more precious than the pursuit of wealth or material possessions. Their knowledge of life is not limited to intellectual understanding, but is also deeply connected to a heartfelt awareness of the intrinsic value of human connections. Through their way of life, they serve as reminders to younger generations to slow down, enjoy the present moment, and appreciate the depth of life beyond its surface-level distractions. To summarize, happiness is not defined by how long we live, but by how we choose to experience each day. It is a conscious choice, born from a deep understanding and appreciation of life. A study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, led by scientist Brian Manns, emphasizes the critical transition period between middle age and old age, specifically the age range of 55 to 65. This period significantly influences a person's future health and longevity. After the age of 55, women often begin to experience a gradual decline in health and physical function. Many develop chronic conditions such as diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular disease, arthritis, and osteoporosis. Similarly, men over 55 may face challenges like sleep disorders, loss of appetite, and muscle atrophy. The risks of serious diseases, including diabetes and cancer, also increase. Therefore, it becomes crucial for individuals between the ages of 55 and 65 to adopt and maintain healthy habits to enhance their chances of living a long and vibrant life. If you are still watching this video and find these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're still with me. Thank you for taking the time to engage with this content. In light of this, here are 4 common habits shared by individuals who live long, healthy lives, backed by scientific research. 1. Adequate protein intake. A study conducted by Newcastle University in the UK in 2006, which analyzed data from over 700 people aged 85 and older, found that those who consumed an adequate amount of protein were healthier and experienced fewer illnesses compared to those who had insufficient protein intake. As we age, our bodies naturally lose muscle mass, which leads to weakness and decreased mobility. Therefore, maintaining muscle mass is essential for staying healthy as we age. Protein plays a vital role in supporting disease prevention, maintaining muscle strength, and boosting the immune system. Dr. Florence, an associate professor of medicine in New York and the founder of Comet Health Medical Center, advises that individuals should consume at least 1 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight to preserve muscle mass. Healthy protein sources for older adults include meat, fish, eggs, dairy products, lentils, beans, nuts, and tofu. 2. Moderate exercise. Just as protein is important, regular physical activity is crucial for maintaining muscle mass and preventing bone diseases. A survey conducted on thousands of long-lived individuals in China revealed that they engaged in a variety of moderate physical activities, such as walking, gardening, and swimming, which helped them stay healthy without causing harm or injury. Research shows that people who exercise regularly reduce their risk of premature death by 41%. Moreover, physical activity enhances bone density, lowers blood sugar levels, stabilizes blood pressure, and decreases the likelihood of developing dementia or cognitive decline. 3. Eating dark chocolate. Dark chocolate, particularly with cocoa content ranging from 70% to 90%, is known for its health benefits. Compared to milk chocolate, dark chocolate contains less sugar and is rich in antioxidants. These antioxidants are associated with improved heart health, reduced blood pressure, lower cholesterol levels, and enhance blood flow to the brain. Research conducted by Italian scientists has also found that dark chocolate can improve sleep quality in middle-aged individuals. Additionally, studies published in the Journal of Physiology and Behavior suggest that regular consumption of dark chocolate can significantly improve vision in older adults. It also helps lower stress and anxiety levels, as the phenylethylamine in chocolate stimulates the brain to release endorphins, which promote feelings of happiness and well-being. 4. Vitamin D supplementation. Vitamin D, often referred to as the sunshine vitamin, plays a crucial role in a variety of bodily functions. A deficiency in vitamin D can lead to weakened bones, joint pain, muscle fatigue, and a compromised immune system. A study conducted in 2017 involving more than 5,600 older adults found that those who supplemented with vitamin D felt less lonely and depressed and experienced better sleep quality. Vitamin D also helps prevent cancer, strengthen immunity, protect oral health, and improve bone health. To enhance the absorption of vitamin D, it can be taken alongside omega-3 rich foods like salmon or eggs. After 65, add these two habits to live a longer, healthier life. 1. Engage your brain regularly. As we age, not only does our body change, but our brain undergoes transformations as well. The aging process can lead to a decline in cognitive abilities, and neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's disease and senile dementia become more common. To counteract this, it's essential to take proactive steps to protect and stimulate the brain. Keeping your mind active can help slow the progression of cognitive decline, boosting both mental and physical health. Engaging in mentally stimulating activities is one of the most effective ways to keep your brain sharp. Activities such as solving puzzles, reading books, taking part in strategic games like chess, or even learning new languages can significantly reduce the risk of cognitive deterioration. Furthermore, recent scientific studies suggest that lifelong learning and intellectual engagement are associated with a decreased risk of dementia and other cognitive impairments. For example, even something as simple as reading for 30 minutes a day or engaging in memory exercises can have a noticeable impact on brain health. So, keep challenging your mind with new experiences, hobbies, and learning opportunities. It could make a world of difference in enhancing your cognitive longevity. 2. Nurture your social connections. Maintaining strong, supportive relationships is not just beneficial for your emotional well-being, but also plays a crucial role in increasing your lifespan. Having a robust social network provides a sense of belonging, lowers stress, and boosts overall happiness. The emotional support and sense of love you receive from family and friends can help you face life's challenges with a positive outlook, which is directly linked to better health and longevity. Research has consistently shown that people who have meaningful social relationships tend to live longer, healthier lives, and experience fewer health problems. On the contrary, those who are socially isolated or experience chronic loneliness are at a greater risk of developing depression, anxiety, and even physical health issues such as heart disease. A positive social circle encourages you to engage in more physical and mental activities, whether it's sharing meals, going for walks together, or simply having enjoyable conversations. In fact, studies show that seniors with strong social ties are less likely to suffer from depression, and they often have lower blood pressure and healthier immune systems. Therefore, it's essential to make an effort to stay connected, whether through regular visits, phone calls, or participating in community groups. Being part of a social network not only helps improve your mood, but can also have lasting benefits for your overall well-being and lifespan. Thank you for taking the time to explore these valuable insights that can help maintain a healthy and fulfilling life as we age. As we've discussed, adopting habits such as maintaining mental stimulation and fostering strong social relationships are key components of healthy aging. Alongside these, it's also important to focus on balanced nutrition, regular physical activity, and staying attuned to your body's signals of good health. What are some of the most important takeaways from this video for you? We'd love to hear from you. Please share in the comments below one habit or practice that you plan to incorporate into your daily routine. If you enjoyed this content, please leave your comment, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more helpful videos like this one. Your support is invaluable, and it motivates us to continue providing informative content that can make a difference in your life. Thanks for watching.